What's good, family? It's your boy, Rich Long, and I'm just here to keep it real. Okay, today I'm going to talk to you guys about colorable law. Colorable law is what we exist under in this United States of America, the corporation called the United States of America. Okay, with that, that's why we're called black, knowing that black is a dead status and it does not exist because there is no place called black. There's no landmass for black to go back to. There's no origin of this black that is that they're defining us as. We have no nationality. That is a major key to this colorable law. We as black people have no nationality. We are residents of the United States. We are not free peoples of the United States by their codes and ordinances. We fall victim to these things because we signed contracts the day that we don't even sign them. My parents sign contracts the day we were born and register us. When we register things with the United States Corporation, they assume ownership of those things. So the United States owns us. The United States of America owns us. Everyone who is a so-called resident. And black people do not have the option of being anything other than residents because we were never naturalized citizens. We can't be deported, so we are unique to this country. We're one of the few people who are supposedly they're trying to disenfranchise us and disinherit us from the land because we are native. Majority of us are native. Me myself, I have indigenous blood, so-called Indian, but the tribes will be Blackfoot, Apache. This is what my grandparents told me, and my grandmother specifically told me we aren't African. I remember that, and I thought, man, I was like, she must not know. You know what I'm saying? When it's so obvious that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We just go by what we were told. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, back to colorable law. There are some white black people out here and some black white people out here. I'm going to say it one more time and see if it set in. Because y'all might not understand. There are some white black people out here and some black white people out here. I'm going to try to give you a summation of it so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from with this thought process. Okay, let me break it down. There is no such thing as black and white outside of this colorable law and Moorish law. Within Moorish law, they believe that black people are the original white people because white is a socio-political status, meaning good and pure. You know, black is a status to denote degradation, death, blacklisted, blackballed. It's a negative connotation. Okay? We aren't black. We aren't truly black. But I don't really trip on it, but I know that this is it's a game that we play. It's a game that we're playing with these people by allowing them to define us and characterize us by their own viewpoints. No one should be able to come and make me submit to any status or any moniker that they want to force down my throat. Because we're forgetting that what are they calling it now? Now they're calling it the transatlantic slave trade. At one point it was something else. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, it had a different name. But anyways, this was told in reverse. And a lot of this that they're saying that happened, they redefined what slavery was. They recharacterized what Jim Crow was, all that. If you want to be honest, slavery never ended. Chattel slavery ended. And if you want to be very particular, segregation didn't end until the late 80s, early 90s. In a lot of places, specifically in Texas, where I'm at. Okay? And there was still indentured servitude long after that with the sharecropping. And then people weren't just allowed to leave. They couldn't just leave. You know what I'm saying? They were forced to be laborers. That's how the cycle would continue. Oh, you owe me. I gave you seeds. You know, things such as that. But back to there are some white black people and some black white people. There are some people who passed in history for white who were truly indigenous black people. They might have been Indian. They might have had white admixture to the blood. Or they might just have been a person of color who they just had a golden hue or a white hue. You know, they most likely they had a white phenotype. which is what we call white nowadays, but pinkish. They look, their skin was pink. It looked something like this. Okay, those people who did that, now we're seeing the results of that when we see these white girls who pop up. They automatically have soul. They automatically have a booty, shit like that. Which I'm not saying that because it's good or bad. I'm saying that because you need to know what's going on out here. There are some white black people. There's all type of CIA operatives there are people who've been taking melanin injections and people who have been coming in the community who, they're really white people in disguise. Have you ever heard of black fishing? There are people who pretend to be us. There are people who pretend to be us. There are people who pretend to be us. They want to wear us like a coat. They want to be us. Okay? That's what a lot of us need to realize. All right? There are people who are so envious of what you have, with just what God blessed you with. Not just your earthly possessions, but the ancestral gifts, your inheritance. This is my inheritance, this phenotype, my thought process, the DNA structure. I'm healthy. You know, this is my ancestral inheritance. I know what to do and what foods to eat to keep me healthy, because I go back in time and remember what my grandfather ate, what my grandmother ate. I remember the good and the bad, the things to stay away from. I know I know I can become addicted to things. So I stay away from things that are addictive. I don't drink alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I know how to handle mine because I follow instructions. I followed the instructions that were inside the DNA. Okay? I followed the instructions that were set before me. All right? But yeah, it's all type of things that are going on at this particular time, and you need to be made aware. You need to be made aware. Everything isn't as it appears. Everybody doesn't have a soul. There's some people out here that are in an animated body, but they're just spirit. To have a soul, you must have a soul, a solar plexus that emanates a light, and you must come from the original sun, which is the black sun. If you were created, if you're a later day people who just came on the earth 6,000 years ago, you don't have a soul. The only way you would have a soul would be to go back to the dark matter womb, which would mean the womb of a black woman. Go back to the black seed. You have to go back to the family of man and breed with us. That's the only way that you can come back home and be a solar person. And another way, this is something that's alchemical. A way that they can gain a soul in the afterlife is by getting a black person to love them. Because we are running this show, because we are made of stardust, because the melanin is in the cosmos, because everything is a black hole, and we come from the black hole. You're out of our mama's black hole. If you don't feel it, you don't feel it. If you don't hear me, you don't hear me. If you're not on the vibration, you're not on the vibration. If you're not a part of the soul tribe, you're not a part of the soul tribe. This is not for you. This is for those who have ears to hear. Okay. We're running this show because of the melanin, because of the melanocytes, inner and outer. Okay? Okay? All right. Since we're running the show and we're the ones who are creating this holograph, since we're the ones who are creating this illusion, you get what I'm saying? Then all they have to do is latch on to us or adopt a black kid. You see how we see all this? They adopt a black kid and get them to love them. Then they become true in that person's subconscious mind. And when your subconscious mind is the heaven that you create. So you create your own heaven and hell. So when that person leaves this earth, a piece of whoever that spirit was that's out here in the ionosphere, just out here, if it hasn't disintegrated already or whatever, it can attach itself to that memory in that person and become a cell structure in that person and go on to greater realities within the confines of that person who is a universe. Every man and woman is a star. Okay? That person is a universe in a galaxy of their own, and they have the opportunity to raise up their vibration, go to a higher God level and God consciousness, and become their own galaxy. Okay? Yes, that's when we come in full circle. So you have to watch my whole video to get to the depths of this. So I know a lot of people are not gonna hear because y'all gonna just watch the first couple of minutes. Y'all just y'all whatever from country. Y'all just gonna watch the first couple of minutes of it, and y'all gonna miss out on the blessing. Y'all gonna miss out on the jewels. But yes, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on at this time, family. It's time for the star seeds to raise up. It's time for the star seeds to raise up. It's time for us to wise up. Start mapping the stars again. Put your head in the clouds again. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to what's going on around you. I'm streaming on another platform as well. So, what's good to all my subscribers? Your boy Rich Long here, giving you some news you can use. But yes, so we're under this thing called colorable law, but it's over. The government is over. All we have to do is declare it and decree it. The 400 years is up. The contracts that the government, the so-called government, which is a corporation called the United States of America, had for the land, is up. We just aren't, we're not hip to game. We're not hip to what's going on. That's why everything is permitted. They're permitted to destroy all this shit. God wants them to destroy everything. He wants them to bring all these buildings, these man-made mountains down and causing a wobble in the earth. They got the earth off balance. God raised the mountains up so that the earth could have balance. We're supposed to build with the natural, with the natural state of the earth. You don't go and dig as many holes in the earth as you can. You don't go and extract all the oil out of the earth that you can. Crazy ass person. This devil who just came on the planet recently. You're a child. You don't know how this earth functions. You don't know she's a living being. And now she quakes because she's getting ready. She's going through labor pains right now. She's getting ready to birth a new earth, and she's gonna split. And she's gonna leave all this old shit behind and shed her skin. She's gonna split like an atom. And there'll be an old earth and a new earth. A new heaven and a new earth. But y'all ain't hearing me. Okay? Y'all not hearing me. All things will be made new. God already showed me what's coming. And it's going to be much destruction. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's going to be much destruction, but it's a good thing. It's favorable to us. If you know how to operate in chaos, you're okay. We've been operating in chaos since the first day we came out of our mother's black hole. We've been pretending that white supremacy didn't exist. We've been pretending that we're not. The man don't got his foot on my neck every day. It's all right. No, it's not. That shit is over. It's for the birds. It's over. It's for the birds. It's over and it's never to return. It's never to return. This old paradigm will never return. The white man will never be in power again. And I'm just here to keep it real, man. Yeah, this has been your boy Rich Long, giving you some news you can use. 1.